guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is the concert book tag. Now, I was tagged in it by the lovely Charlie from Charles Heathcote in December. It's taken me ages to get around to this. I am catching up on tags, guys, so I do now have spaces in April and May. Please start tagging me because I could do with some extra video ideas. My brain's a bit fried at the moment. But anyway, I was like Charlie, when I heard about the concert book tag, I was like, I haven't really been to any concerts, unless you count the 80s Rewind Festival, kind of. It's about the closest to a concert I've ever been to. So I thought, how am I going to do this? Had to rewatch Charlie's video for the questions, because silly me hadn't got herself organised and written them down when he tagged me. So I am up to date. I have the questions. Please, guys, bear with me. What I am going to do is I'm not going to write down the questions because I really am rushed off my feet at the moment preparing for the operation, which would have already happened by the time this goes live, so I should be in recovery. But anyway, so guys, when I've tagged you, the people I'll tag at the end, please bear with me, and I hope I'll go slow enough that the questions, you can write them down. But anyway, enough rambling. Should I get around to it? So the first prompt I would say is tickets. The most recent book you've either bought or got out of the library. Now, I did a little bit of another book haul, but that's going to go at the end. So I thought I'd let you know the most recent book I've got out from the library, which by the time this goes up, I should be reading, or hopefully what I've read, which is the, I'm sorry, guys, the Six Tudor Queens, Catherine of Aragon. Now, I will give you a sneaky peek in the fact that I've just bought the second in the series. So that will come up soon. But yes, I basically have heard Julie rave about this series. I've heard a lot of my Tudor friends rave about Alison Weir. I now have been told that Alison Weir is a lot more non-fiction rather than fiction. So I've decided to try and divert away from Philippa Gregory and try this. Although I have got to read all of the Philippa Gregory books. But Catherine of Aragon intrigues me. She is the one that started everything off. Now, I've read some other books about her, sort of where she's been commented on that she was obviously Arthur's widow and then she got made to sort of marry this. I've seen lots of books where she's in it vaguely, so I'm dying to know the actual real facts behind her. She really is. This is supposed to bring her to life. Now, it's quite a chunky book. It's about 605 pages. So I think by the time you read it, I'm going to try and read a little bit every day on this, because I think non-fiction books need to be read gradually rather than being pushed into, which is what I did in January and overloaded. But yeah, I saw this at the library, wanted to start the series. I'm going to read it gradually and definitely can't wait to read that. Then the next one is The Crowd, a bookish community you either love in real life or in a book. So I'm going to talk about a new community that I've joined, which is the historical fiction book group that Julie from The Hungry Bookworm has created on Instagram. There's a few of us that really love historical fiction. It's really great to share that love. It's great to sort of see the community on that and sort of chat about non-fiction books that we love. This whole BookTube community is a community, and I think for me, I love BookTube, and in itself it's one whole big community. So the smaller group, the non-fiction group that Julie's created, is lovely. And I've got some lovely friends on there. Berna's on there, and she's one of my, I love that girl. And obviously I love Julie. Julie's one of my all-time friends. So yeah, that's a community I'm going to go with. Number 3, Sing Along, a book that you quote all the time. Again, I'm like Charlie, I don't really quote books. I don't remember quotes very well. So I'm going to stick with the good old Harry Potter one. Another sneaky peek to one of the other prompts. And this is one of my favourite Harry Potter quotes. Now, for my 40th birthday last year, my sister Vicky got me this. And it says, happiness can be found in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. So I'm going to quote that one. That's Albus Dumbledore quotes. And then the other one that I'm going to say is, I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. No, yeah, there's other Harry Potter. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good is definitely me. And there's quite a lot of Harry Potter quotes that I love, but that one I think is one of the good ones. I've got some other ones that I will remember. But yes, I think I'm going to go with that one, because that's the only one I can remember. Although there is one about being naughty, and I can't remember that. Charlie, my sister, if you're watching this, remind me on that one. But yeah, I'm not very good on quotes. The next one is number 4, Sold Out, a book that you are really looking forward to but not read yet. Now, can I cheat on this one? I haven't brought the other book down. So first one I'm going to say is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. I bought this at the library. That's another sneaky peek to tell you. I bought this at the library for £1. It's a Penguin Classics one, which is gorgeous. I love these copies. But only for £1. It's really about industrialism. I love Elizabeth Gaskell, and I'm so glad I got this. So that's definitely one. And I think I'm going to say the other one is The 13th Tale, because I recently bought that, as you would have seen on my book haul. That's another one I am so desperate to read. So they're my answers for that. Kind of cheating. You know me, I can never just give one answer on these tag videos, can I? I'm really naughty. Now the next one is the Bound series, a series of books that you wish that everyone could go on about and that you could rave about. I'm cheating. I'm going to give the same answers to 2 prompts on this one, but Cursed, Dark and Lonely series. I blooming love this. I picked this up because of Chloe, and Chloe reads things. Oh my god, and oh my god, I love this. I didn't realise it was going to be turned into a series, so I've got the first, got the second, and apparently the third's not coming out till next year. But I rave about this all the time. This is one of the best books ever created in the whole wide world. I love this book. It's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. You guys know I love Beauty and the Beast. You guys hear me raving about this book all the time. So, I've raved about this one. Pick up the rest of this series. Pick up A Heart So Fierce and Broken. Get ready for the next book next year. You will blooming love this. But if you don't, oh my god, I am a fangirl about this series. Oh my goodness. I'm going to keep it there because that's for another prompt. But yes, that is one series I would tell everyone. Pick it up. It's the best. But be warned, when you've done the first one, you'll be desperate for the second one. When you've done the second one, you want the third one. No question. So the next one, Encore, a book that you wish that you had a series of more than 1 books. Now, I found this really hard. So again, I'm going to go for 2 answers. I think I'm going to go with it. And I think this is the one, The Binding. Now, to me, there is so much more. I think this book is, again, last year, it was one of my favourite books last year. Love this book. I love the romance. But I think there are characters in this. We could so make this into more books. This is such a good book. And I absolutely love this book. I really think if she writes more books, then I'm certainly going to pick them up. But I wonder if there is more that could be made out of that. I'm intrigued. I loved it. Love my own copy. So that's my answer to that one. The next one is Opening Act, a book that you weren't expecting to love as much as you did. Now, I borrowed this off Charlie, my sister Charlie, so I don't have it. But it's Cersei. I buddy read it with the gorgeous Clint from Reads Readers, one of my absolute booktube, another one, my booktube little brother, and I love him. I went into this thinking, Greek mythology? I've not read Greek mythology. I'm not going to like it. It's a bit fantasy. Picked it up, started reading it, thought, fantasy, not going to like this. Started reading it, I was like, maybe I might even do an effort. And then I got into it, and it was like, okay, that surprised me. I've heard of the Greek, a lot of the Greek myths. I'm like, you guys know I love my historical fiction. But oh my goodness, so many characters came into this, and it's so much it was just jammed. The only reason I gave it 4 stars was because there was bits that I was a bit like, ugh. But in general, it was an amazing book. I may well have to try and, if I see it in the charity shops, own my own copy, because I really enjoyed it. So yes, that might be a hint to myself to look for. Question 8. Merch table. I can't even read my own writing. 1 piece of bookish merch that you own or want to own. I'm going to go with Harry Potter stuff. So I'm just going to show you a few bits of my Harry Potter stuff, because that is basically my merchandising. I've got loads of bookmarks, which again I could show you, but I'm trying to think where I've got them. Haven't really got them, but I've got loads of bookmarks. So it's bookmarks in my main bookish merchandise. Other than that, I've got my Harry Potter stuff, so I'm going to show you some. I've got my 2 hot water bottles, ready for the operation. My mum got me that one. The niffler, because I love my nifflers. I've got my niffler over there, actually. Hedwig. So I've got a cuddly niffler as well. I've got, my own Hedwig. I love Hedwig. I love him so much. He's on my shelf, but I love him. I've got Hedwig pillow upstairs that my Mia Mews stolen. Harry Potter pencil case. This is probably the most used bit of Harry Potter merchandise that I own. I love it so much. And then, like you guys saw, that one. My sister Vicky got me, and I love it. So yeah, that's, for me, it's sort of Harry Potter merchandise is the main thing I own, and bloody hell, I own a lot. I would literally own everything. I've got my Harry Potter fleece, I've got everything. So that's basically my merchandising. Concert Friend, a book that you bonded with someone else. I think I'm going to go with this again, The Curse of Darkanoni. I read it on my own. No, I read it with Clint, actually. I think I read it with Clint. Yeah, I read it with Clint. And since then, like, Clint talks about it. I read A Heart So Fierce and Broken with Mel and some bookish friends on Mel's, like, little buddy read chat, and I made some friends on there. I've spoken to so many people about this. And do you know who else? I've actually spoken to the author on Instagram. The amazing Bridget Cameron is probably one of my absolute favourite authors ever, because she replies to my messages. She knows me as her English fan. She sends me hearts. She comments on a lot of people that have praised her books. So that alone is brilliant. But I really sort of bonded with her about it. Bonded even more with Clint. I think me and Clint have now got even closer than we've ever been. I bonded more with Mel with it. Chloe. I talk about this book all the time. I think you guys can all guess it's going to be one of my favourite books of ever. And when the third one gets released, I'll be pre-ordering it because it's just amazing. But yeah, I think this is the one that's bonded me with quite a few people. But I will say one thing. Charlie from the one that authored, not my friend Charlie, not my sister Charlie. He talked about Harry Potter, and again, yeah, I think Harry Potter has bonded me with quite a few people because there's a big Harry Potter community out there, isn't there? I'm Hufflepuff, but I've got so many friends on that, so I think that's a good one. And then the penultimate question, tour announcement, a book that you cannot wait to be released. Now again, I'm going to give a few answers. I've got Page Tune's next book I can't wait for. But surprisingly, again, I'm going away from the chick lit, and I've actually want to get The Austen Girls by Lucy Worsley. I've actually got that on Amazon on my wish list that I will probably pre-order. I've read her book on Queen Victoria. I want to read all of her books, basically. But yeah, I think on the Austen Girls I would like to read, because I think with Jane Austen July coming up this year, I would like to have it by then. I'd like to kind of, if I can, read it then. I want to know more about Jane Austen. I'm loving her books. I just got her a gift from the gorgeous Simone, which she gave me, Persuasion, which was a book that I didn't like last year, but I would like to read this year. And I want to read all of Jane Austen's works. I've kind of got my plan. I think July pretty much might be dedicated a lot to her books, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, that's a book. That's the book I'm really looking forward to. And then tagging people. I'm going to tag you names. Now, Charlie's idea about this was to talk about names about booktubers that he would like to sort of shout out about. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, I'm shouting out your name, praising you. But I thought I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with Amy from PS I Love Books. Linda, one of my again, a booktube friend, bestie. Simone, haha, going to get you back on that one, girl. You got to do this. If she's not already done it. I don't know if she's already done it. Clint from Reads Readers, and I'm going to add an extra person. I'm going to have Berna. Berna, I want you to do it as well, because I think you would give a good answers on this. So guys, if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.